Hope I don't miss him. I think I'm missing some. Gotta go back just a sec, just to check. Un momento, por favor. I do like that at the end of each character's story, the ending can change, depending on if you press a certain combination of buttons or just repeatedly tapping one button. Some stories will change out differently. Got everyone in this room? Can you tell? Because that ball is still there. I guess I was just lost in my thoughts. Oopsies! One of the main gripes that many people get is that you fight the boss pretty much all the final boss all the time. It never changes for any of the characters. But I got that in Soul Calibur 2, if anyone remembers that, and trust me, they do. For Soul Calibur 3, you fight a character named Abyss all the time, and for Soul Calibur 2, you fought a character named Inferno all the time. So I don't know where people are going with. They had to fight the same character over and over again. You did this before. Why should it be any different? I mean, granted, you fought a quote-unquote destined battle in number 2, which pit two characters up against each other that weren't Inferno. But come on, you did this before. Why bitch about it? And trust me, he's not that hard. I beat him on normal, and he was still a bitch. Granted, I always seem to pick Nightmare for one of my starting characters. Because let's face it, he's awesome. I mean, he is the face of the Soul Calibur franchise. Although his look in 2 is probably the best looking one. One from 4 and 5 kind of look off to me. Although I do kind of like the idea that Nightmare does become its own character instead of just being freed inside the suit for all the games. So now he is actually free and can redeem himself. Even though they both have similar playstyles to each other. They both use giant swords, for God's sake. I guess it's just something you have to deal with kind of clone characters. I mean, Smash Bros. Has Mario and Luigi, it's got a shitload of other ones like this. The Star Fox characters are all fucking clones. Street Fighter's got Ryu and Ken. Mortal Kombat's got Scorpion and Sub-Zero. But that's mainly for looks, not for ability. Also Reptile. Where's him? I think Smash Bros. Might have the most amount of clone characters, and that shit better stop. I mean, for something like Mario and Luigi, you can kind of expect them to play similarly. They almost look alike, for God's sake, let's face it. But for 3 of the characters in the game to play almost exactly alike, that's not gonna fly. Oh boy, almost lost it that time. I think this is the last one. Yep, it is. Slice through this one, we can go on home. Yes. Ooh, yes. Suck it, Beetle Man! Suck on the teat of failure. Don't know where that popped in. Oh, this is what happens when you don't get much sleep. Let's just finish off this level. Then we can head off to the next. And then we can properly call it a day. Or in my case, a night. So what's your guys' ideal time for Let's Play? Do you do it in the morning? Do you do it in the afternoon? Do you do it when people are asleep? When no one's at home? It's kind of a weird question, I'll admit, but not everyone plays the same. I prefer to do it at night. Yeah. Mainly time where I'm alone and people are not going to shit out of me.
Mission
also,
complete.
it's the quietest.
Ooh, high score.
No more clouding around for us. There's one more area, there's one more level to go, and we're done here. Skipping! Seriously, he should have like no legs left. I wonder what this one's gonna be. It's either one or two things. It's either gonna be timed or it's gonna be enemy hunting, and I don't think it's gonna be enemy hunting. Has any of them been hunting so far when it comes to the Century missions? I think maybe one or none in that case. I don't think that killing enemies is really a big problem when you got sentries around. So yeah, my guess, it's gonna be timed. Again. In that case, you know what will happen if I funk up the first few times. Let's sneak around and destroy shit the last time.
Hunt the enemies. Shh. Stay here and try not to die again.
Shit, this might be the first one. For once, it's not a timed mission. Thank God. It probably won't take as long this time, depending on if I get caught or not. That also means that I have to pretty much go to that away from that UV light. Pretty much have to go to every little barrel and defeat all the enemies. Because they're hiding in them.
Feel my steel.
Nope, just darts. So hey, this is actually a nice change of pace. We don't have to scramble around and try to avoid getting hit by rays. It's a hell of a lot easier to deal with, I'll say that much. Okay, new topic. If anyone's wondering why I don't do a lot of NES games on my channel, the main reason is because I am not very good at them. That is pretty much the one and only thing for me. I suck at them. That's why you only seen, like, how many Mario games on here? Well, technically only one on the NES, but you get what I mean. I mean, the ones past Mario 1 are easy. Even Mario 1 is not all that hard if you know what you're doing. Especially if you use the warps. But some people prefer to use their own skill and go through the whole game like that. least the enemies don't respawn. Yes. Ah, damn you! Now wait for his fat ass to get over here. Damn it! I got no shurikens. That is the sound of no shurikens in my inventory. Move your stupid robotic ass. God, that'd take forever. It seems like half the parts is gonna be this jackass slowly walking back and forth. I'm guessing since they're, mass-produced, they have no free will. And therefore probably wouldn't give a shit about going to the same parts back and forth and back and forth. Goodbye. When it comes to gaming, I really get my experience from the 16. So, things like Sonic, Mario World, and games of the like, I seem to be more inclined towards doing that in the later on generations. I think the first game that I ever played probably was Super Mario World. Now, I can't say that I know this for sure, because I think a lot of people have memories from like one. But I'm pretty sure, and I have my family to back me up on this, especially my brothers. First game I remember playing, Super Mario World. But I'm not really the Mario kind of guy. That's more of my older brother's deal. And to be frank, it kind of fits him. Not saying anything like that. Kind of stuck in his ways.
You want some more? Have some more!
Anyone else over there? I don't think so. Damn this level! It's never going to end. For time, actually. Here I am going back against what I said. Ooh, that's new. I think the first real system I got accustomed to, though, probably was the N64. It just seems like a huge deal back then. Trust me, it was. The first game we got for it, for the N64, was DK64. It was the whole pack. It came with an expansion pack, a yellow controller, trademark yellow cartridge. And hell, I think we even had a guide for it. It was insane. It's probably one of the first guides I ever read, too. Too many enemies in this area. That's one. That's it. Yep, nothing over here. Otherwise they would have popped up. That's the funny thing about all the times that you had to keep blowing into the damn cartridges and all that. I mean, some things you just don't get tired of, or things that take a bit of time to grow into, like having to blow into a cartridge, or not having to bang the shit of the console. Yeah, I was kind of a nitwit back then. Never something to work I pounded the shit out of it. And that cost us a lot of money. This is not a good spot. That was close. Okay. Let's keep moving.
That's gonna hurt.
Second one, I really don't remember what we got. Oh, right. How the hell would I not think of it? Mario 64. So many game characters really hit their mark in 3D. Some people think that Sonic wasn't one of them. I beg to differ. How can people not like Sonic Adventure 1 and 2? Even Heroes has its charm. But for characters like Mario, Zelda, Metroid, really got its big start in 3D. Especially for Zelda and Mario. For Metroid, it was a little bit different. It only has, like, really 4 3D games, if I remember correctly. First 3 Primes, and then there's M. That's Metroid Prime 1, 2, and 3. I'm thinking of the memorable ones, not like Hunters or anything like that. One of the only games that I played for Metroid was Fusion. Fusion was awesome. It played like a classic horror movie. Why Nintendo hasn't gone back to that formula, I don't remember now. I guess they just don't want their money. Trust me, people wouldn't go for miles to get a copy of something past Fusion. Something tells me that I'm missing some. Call it a hunch.
That's gonna hurt.
One here. One down here. Oh, you get more than enough then. Alright, let's put an end to this puppy. Cowabunga! Okay, that may have gone on for a bit too long.
Complete.
But the point is that we're done. Nicely done, ninja. Now there's only one area left to conquer. Let's just run on back and think about what's going to be heading up next. So, as we've seen on the progress report, there's about 4 areas before the final boss. I'm going to be doing all those levels before the final boss because I want to keep, the theme of finality with this. I don't want to leave anything open or anything like that, except for the master grade that we have to get everything else before, unfortunately. Let's go to the moon base.
Hold on to your molecules. We're about to teleport to the moon. Ready?
Yeah, whatever.
Let's just get set up here so you don't have to go far in order to start things off. Cute gay area, gotta say. Okay, there's the save point. Alright guys, I think that's gonna do it for me today, so next time in Let's Play I, Ninja, we're gonna be starting off the moon base missions. See you guys next time. Peace out!